YouTube, what is going on today, everybody? Welcome aboard. Drunk Pilot here. Welcome to Microsoft Flight Simulator. We are here in the PMDG 737-800. This is my first day on the job here with WestJet. We are here at Edmonton International Airport up in Canada. We are flying down to Las Vegas. We're going to see how the Sphere is looking tonight or this morning. I have bought the add-on for Edmonton, as you can see by this nice fancy looking billboard here. And I've also bought the Fly Tampa Las Vegas scenery. So we're gonna see how everything is looking, and hopefully it's looking pretty beautiful. We should be getting there right around sunrise, so hopefully the colors are gonna pop and all that fun stuff. So let's take a look at our sim brief. 32,000 feet, right about 3 hours, 2 hours 49 minutes in the air. Got like 146 passengers aboard. Nothing crazy, regular flight. So yeah, I think we are ready to go ahead and get some things started. It's right about 4:30 in the morning, so I'm gonna try and get this flight completed by about 7 o'clock. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this battery popping. Hopefully not literally. So battery on, external power on, and let's see if my music should be fine. Nav lights on. Dome lights on. There we go. All right. Parking brake is set. Thrust levers idle. Fuel control is shut off. Speed brake up. Flaps up. Landing gear lever is down. Everything is good there. Go ahead and set my mood lighting for my pedestal while we are down here. And I should be able to tell my first officer, let's start setting up.
Starting engine 1.
What?
We have insufficient pressure for start.
I didn't tell you. No. Let's start setting up.
Roger.
Did that really sound like start engine 1? I'll let you be the judge of that. Our emergency exit lights will turn on our logo wing wheel well, even though our first officer should do that for us before he heads out for the walk around. Altimeter is 2947. I did get a peep at the weather just to make sure that my weather was working. When it's on clear days like this, I have to just make sure. 1605 knots, 20 statute miles. Like I said, it's pretty much not a cloud in the sky, as you guys can tell, up here in Alberta. Set my DU brightness. Gotta be perfect. Not really. Okay. Go through that here in a second. Let's go ahead and take a look at our fuel. pull up our flight plan here. Flying as WestJet 1448, IEG KLAS 27471 on our fuel. Two 74771, check. Payload. I'm gonna say 146. So there. 135.6 on our ZFW, 136.9, so we'll increase cargo 8,900. 136.9. It's our 164.4. That's good enough.
Around.
Okay. Since we do have fuel onloaded, we can release those. Release our galley. I'll keep my loaders for now. One of the things I did forget to check, since it is a new aircraft, was go through my settings. Make sure everything was good. Looks like most everything is good, but there were some things like my heads-up display. Can't do anything there. HGS, there we go. SFD, goddamn gauge. Let's approve. Yield, or propane. SS. E. Two class. Cutoff switch style. I like the new cutoff switch style. Go ahead and judge me. Pro ignition, not new. The tablet, definitely. Wi-Fi antenna, 2KU, MMR. In case you don't know some of those settings, I should have probably went through, but the cutoff switch style, as you can tell, the new style are these knobs instead of the actual switch looking. Also changes the parking brake. The navigation, instead of classic, which is just a regular dial, MMR is this where you can dial in the frequencies and just hit change. What else did I change? Put a heads up guidance. Excuse me. Stuff like that. It's pretty much personal preference. One of the big ones. Go ahead and close out of that. Is you can see the setting round, rad out dial or AOA dial. These two, you can only select one, and it's going to be on the PFD. As you can see where this says -4, or it changes to an AOA. I prefer AOA because if you already have your radio altimeter down here in the middle.
Checker all done.
So
Start boarding.
Yes, please.
Thanks.
It makes no sense to have both, so I just keep an AOA dial. That way I know what my angle of attack is. Looks like pretty much everything else is good. One good thing for performance, the filter traffic. You want to show all. I remember I had show all for, I'm not sure if it was the 737 or I want to say maybe it was the CRJ. It was one of them. I had show all, and I was approaching Chicago. And there was so much traffic on my MFD. It was wild. So filter's good. Engine side by side display. I think it makes it look ugly with all the colors. So I like having it to know, and then that way I can have a lower engine display. Always show N1, and then your units, all that good stuff. So we're good to go on there. Go back to FMC. Nav data is up to date. I did that the other day. Good for me. Head and pull our route. CYEGKLAS. See what my ATC is gonna give us. Runway 12, CYEG2. 7.8. Cost index 67. Flight level 320. Execute. Runway 12. 10,200 feet. We're good on there. All right, we are just about ready for our clearance. WestJet 1448 with information Tango, parking 50, request clearance.
WKA 1448, cleared KLAS via the CYE Golf 2, runway 12, departure. Expect vectors to UKRAM and is filed. Climb and maintain 14,000. Expect flight level 340, departure on 133.65. Transponder is 5756, altimeter 29.47.
Cleared to Las Vegas via the CYEG2 departure, runway 12 to Ukram, 14,000 to expect flight level 340 10 minutes after. Departure frequency 133.65, squawk 5756.
Welcome.
Altimeter
Have a nice
2947, WestJet 1448.
WKA 1448, readback correct. Contact ground on 121.7.
121.7, WestJet 1448. Let me see if we get anything out of our performance tool. I'm going to go ahead and say no. It'd be broken.
WestJet 1448, squawk 5756.
Transponder to 5756, WestJet 1448. Which that's okay. That's okay. I'm used to it. So we're gonna do flaps 10. We are what about $27.5. We're about 11,000 below our max takeoff weight. 97.3 on the thrust. Ooh. We'll go there, 96.5. 148, 148, 152. It's good enough for me. Okay. So yeah, we are pretty much ready to go. $26 left, chow, stew. Thank you.
No problem. Have a safe flight.
26 left. 26 left. Chow, stew. I don't think we have any transition. Reno. All right. Request ATC clearance.
Good morning. WestJet 1448.
All right, we are on APU.
WestJet 1448 is at the gate with the numbers, requesting ATC clearance. Okay, cleared to our destination as filed. SWAT code is as assigned. WestJet 1448.
And we can go ahead and set up our departure briefing. Birds.
Are you ready for the departure brief?
Go ahead.
Okay, it's going to be a standard pushback and start off the gate. Taxi route will be as assigned by ATC. It will be a left seat takeoff, using rated thrust. Planning a flaps 10 takeoff. Anti-ice will be off. Above 80 knots, we will reject for fire, engine failure, loss of control, or wind shear. The crew member noticing the abnormality will clearly state the problem. I will call reject or continue. If the decision is to reject, I will close the thrust levers and disengage auto throttle, observe or apply maximum braking, race speed brakes, apply maximum amount of reverse
Should just
thrust
be able to go
consistent with
straight
conditions
back.
and bring the aircraft to a complete stop on the runway, stow the speed
Make
brake,
that turn.
and set the parking brake, advise the cabin, this is the captain speaking, remain seated, remain seated. I will then perform any necessary memory items or checklists as appropriate. If an evacuation is required, I will initiate the evacuation checklist. In the event of an engine failure after V1, we will continue the takeoff, rotate at BR, call positive rate gear up, and cancel the master caution. There will be no other calls below 400 feet. At 400 feet, I'll call for a roll mode, then call confirm the failure. If required, we'll perform any necessary memory items, climb at V2 to V2 plus 20 to 1000 feet AFL or TOCA, whichever is higher. Retract flaps on schedule. When flaps have been retracted at or above, flaps up, maneuver speed, call for level change if VNAV is not engaged. Set max continuous thrust, and call for the appropriate emergency checklist. We are over our maximum landing weight, so if we are
My
able,
plan is
we
to
will
just
hold
go
and burn
straight
off
back
fuel
and then
before
make
returning
that
to the
turn
airport. The
on
departure
the
routing will
pop-up.
be via the ATC assigned SID, complying with all published speeds and altitude restrictions. No noise abatement procedures required. LNAV and VNAV are armed. Flight directors are on. Mine is master, yours is slave. Navigation radios are set. The NOTAMs and the aircraft defect log have been reviewed. Birds are in the area, so we will see and avoid as best
Birds.
we can. Any questions, comments, or concerns?
No questions.
Departure brief complete.
Pre-flight checklist.
Pre-flight checklist. Oxygen,
Tested 100%.
tested 100%. Navigation transfer and display switches. Normal, auto. Windows heat, on. Pressurization mode selector, auto. Flight instruments.
Heading 058, altimeter 2948.
Heading 058, altimeter 2948. Parking brake,
Sit.
engine start levers.
Cut off.
Pre-flight checklist completed.
What?
Locate your assigned seats. Please place your smaller items under the seat in front of you to provide more room for larger items in our overhead compartments. If you need assistance, contact the flight attendant. If you are unable to accommodate any item in the cabin, please bring it to the boarding door and we will check it for you. Also, review the safety instruction card in your seat pocket.
Hello?
If you are seated
Hi,
at an
Captain.
exit
Just
seat,
to let you know that
also
everyone's on board.
criteria.
Thank you. No problem.
Ground cockpit.
Request pushback and start clearance.
Ground, WestJet 1448, requesting pushback.
WestJet
and start.
1448, request startup and pushback.
Okay, cleared to push and start. WestJet
Thanks very much for your
1448.
help. Pin straight ahead and we'll see
Startup
you
and
again
pushback
soon.
approved. WestJet 1448.
Please prepare for gate departure.
Cabin crew, please set doors to automatic.
Here we go.
Where's my information? Before start, checklist.
Stand by.
Yeah.
We got a door light here.
We shouldn't. We shouldn't have a door light here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now ask for your attention while we take you through the safety procedures on this aircraft. A safety card is in your seat pocket showing the exit routes, oxygen masks, life jackets and brace position, which you must adopt if you hear brace. Brace. There are 2 emergency exits at the rear, 4 in the middle and 2 at the front of the cabin. Floor lighting will guide you to an exit. Please be aware that your nearest exit may be behind you. In an emergency, leave all cabin baggage on board. Your seatbelt is fastened, adjusted and released as shown.
Before start, checklist.
It must be fastened when the seatbelt signs are on.
Before start checklist. Flight deck door closed and locked. MCP.
Air supply fails.
V2157 heading 120, altitude 14,000.
Takeoff
Put the
speeds.
mask over your nose.
V1148, VR148, V2152.
Put on your
CDU
own mask
pre-flight.
before helping others.
Completed.
If we land
Rudder
on
and aileron trim.
take the life jacket
3 and
around
0.
you. Put it
Taxi
over
and
your
takeoff
head.
briefing.
Pass
Completed.
the straps around your waist. Click
Anti-collision
together
light
and pull the
on.
strap to
Before
attach.
start checklist complete.
Do not inflate it inside the aircraft.
Start sequence is 2, then 1.
Inflate by pulling the toggle.
Check.
If it fails to inflate,
Turn number 2.
open up, blow into the tube.
Start an engine
There
2.
is a light and whistle for attracting attention. We also carry.
See if we have enough light
Oil
here.
pressure.
Where the heck are you? You're not showing up anywhere. The heck?
Starter cutout. Number 2 stable.
Start left engine.
Starting engine 1. Oil pressure.
WestJet 1448, request taxi. Flaps 10.
WestJet 1448, taxi via Oscar
Starter
Papa
cutout.
Alpha to runway 12.
Yeah, Oscar Papa Alpha, runway
Number 1
12,
stable.
WestJet 1448.
Now we ask that you direct your attention to the forward side of each cabin to the TV monitors for a brief and important safety message about our main tab. The captain has turned on the fasten
Full left.
Flaps movement check.
All right.
We request that you store your luggage and take the
Neutral.
safe so we can have an on-time
Go up.
departure.
Hello?
Hi,
Hold
Captain.
down.
Everyone's seated and secured for takeoff.
Neutral.
Thanks a lot.
Rudder.
Just let me know when you're ready to go, and I'll get the
Full
crew.
left.
We're
All
almost
right.
ready.
Neutral.
Take your seats now.
No problem.
I don't know why he decides to move the flaps. Okay, trim.
Ladies and gentlemen, because this is a nighttime
4.01, check. All right, we're ready to go.
light for takeoff. This is a completely normal procedure, and they will be turned back on once we've completed our departure. Thank you.
I might have to go this way. Stop moving my flaps. Flight controls check complete. Before taxi checklist.
Before taxi checklist. Generators on. Probe heat on. Anti-ice off. Isolation valve auto. Recall.
Checked.
Check. Auto brake. RTO. Engine start levers.
Cut off. Idle D10.
Flight controls.
Checked.
Ground equipment.
Clear.
Clear. Before taxi checklist completed.
Go ahead, buddy. You're more important than I am. Obviously. West taxi clearance.
Ground, good morning. WestJet 1448, ready to taxi. Cleared to taxi. WestJet 1448.
WestJet 1448, contact tower on 118.3.
118.3, WestJet 1448. Clear left.
Clear right.
WestJet 1448, ready for departure, runway 112. 112. WestJet 1448, runway 12, ready for departure.
WestJet 1448, line up runway 12.
Lining up, runway 12, WestJet 1448. Before takeoff checklist.
Before takeoff checklist. Flaps.
Flaps 10, green light.
Stabilizer trim.
4.0 units.
Before takeoff checklist completed.
Request takeoff clearance.
Tower, WestJet 1448, ready for departure. Cleared for departure. WestJet 1448.
Wind 160 at 5. Runway 12, clear for takeoff.
Before takeoff procedure.
Okay. Cabin
Clear for
crew,
takeoff,
take your
runway
seats.
12, WestJet
Clear on the
1448.
approach. Cabin still not secure.
Nah, don't tell me that. Take off. Are you secure? It's 5:06. I really don't have time to mess around.
Flight
There
deck.
we go.
Okay, thanks. Captain, the cabin is secure. Thrust set.
Airspeed's alive. 80 knots.
80 knots. V1, rotate.
V2.
Positive rate.
Climb.
Gear up.
Gear up. .400 feet.
WestJet 1448, contact departure on 133.65.
133.65, WestJet 1448. WestJet 1448, climbing 14,000.
Whiskey, Juliet Alpha 1448, radar contact, continue via the Charlie Yankee Echo Golf to departure, climb to 14,000.
Clear for the Charlie Yankee Echo Golf 2 departure, climbing 14,000, WestJet 1448.
Whiskey, Juliet Alpha 1448, turn right heading 155.
Right turn heading 155, WestJet 1448. So flaps 5. Feels like I have dual input.
Whiskey Juliet Alpha 1448.
I'm gonna have to take a
Turn
look
right
at it.
heading 195.
Right turn heading 195, WestJet 1448.
Ladies and gentlemen, please keep your
Whiskey
seatbelts
Juliet
fastened
Alpha
while the seatbelt sign
1448.
is on.
Resume on
We
navigation.
recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened.
Proceeding as filed, WestJet 1448.
Toilets are located at each end of the cabin. Remember that smoking is not permitted at any time.
It's like my right turns are so much tougher than my left.
In just a few moments, we'll commence our in-flight service, offering you the chance to purchase from our selection of fresh food available today. All details can be found in your in-flight brochure. You can also purchase a selection of hot beverages together with drinks and snacks from the bar. We accept payment in pounds, euros, most major currencies and debit or credit cards. The correct change would be greatly appreciated, and if we can be of any further assistance, then just ask us as we join you in the cabin shortly. Thank you.
After takeoff checklist.
After takeoff checklist. Engine bleeds. On. Packs. Auto. Landing gear. Up and off. Flaps. Up. No lights. After takeoff checklist complete. Happy to release the cabin crew.
Yes, please.
Okay. $10,000. Autopilot on. Happy to release the cabin?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Portable electronic devices may now be used, with the exception of TVs, radios, two-way transmitters, or any other device in a transmit mode, as these devices may interfere with the aircraft's communication and navigation systems.
Alright, let's take a look here.
Whiskey Juliet Alpha 1448. Did you read? Whiskey Juliet Alpha 1448. Resume on navigation. Whiskey Juliet Alpha 1448. Climb and maintain flight level 240.
Climb and maintain flight level 240, WestJet 1448.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign, so you are now free to move around the cabin. However, for your safety, we do recommend that you remain seated with your belt fastened at all times during the flight. Thank you.
Whiskey Juliet Alpha 1448. Fly heading 200. Whiskey Juliet Alpha 1448. Did you read?
Yes, I read. I was doing a PA, okay? What's more important? Transition set standard.
Standard set. Passing flight level 188. Now.
Ladies and gentlemen, in a few minutes we will be starting one of our in-flight movies. If you require headphones,
All right, guys,
please
enjoy
contact
the
flight
cruise.
attendants and we'll be happy to help. For those of you who brought your own, you can plug them into the armrest to the side of you. Tune to channel 6 on the in-flight entertainment system. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to start one of our in-flight movies. If you'd like to watch, please plug in your headphones and select channel 18 from your armrest remote. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy the film.
Rush out on an uptown train, doors open. As she walks in, she's soaking. Caught in the rain, her skin shines like crystalline. Eyes meet, you know where this goes. Her keys in, they take off their clothes, they're soaking. Caught in a dream, her skin shines like crystalline. The problem with believers, they let anyone in the door. The problem with deceivers is all the bodies buried under the floorboards. Sailors knew sirens would sing from rocks off the cliffs by the sea. The monsters with waiting teeth, their skin shines crystalline. Rush hour on an uptown train, doors open. As she walks in, she's soaking. Caught in the rain, her skin shines like crystalline.
All right, we are just about at our top of descent. As you can see, the airplane is descending now. So we still have some time before we hit Chow. 250.
Good morning once again from the cockpit. As you may have noticed, we've begun our descent. Depending on the destination air traffic, we should be landing in around 20 minutes.
Sorry, I couldn't find my mute button.
The cabin crew to get
Sorry,
the cabin
guys.
ready for our arrival. After that, the seatbelt sign will be illuminated, and you'll need to stay seated until after landing. On that note, if you need to use a toilet, then you should try to visit one now, as they will be closed during the approach. You'll next hear from me after landing, so I will wish you a very good morning once again, and I'll speak to you in a short while.
Descending flight level 250, WestJet 1448. Why? Why? Why?
WJ1448, cleared climb CHL Whiskey 2 arrival, expect RNAV, approach, runway 26, right, transition, get out wide, Echo Sierra.
Why? Why? cleared to Allen intersection, heading 194, WestJet 1448.
WJ1448. Contact Los Angeles on 124.2.
124.2, WestJet 1448. WestJet 1448, flight level 250 for 17,000.
WJ1448. Cleared via CHO Whiskey 2 arrival. Expect ILS Yankee approach runway 26 left.
Clear for the Chow 2 arrival, ILS approach, Yankee 26 left, WestJet 1448. All right.
WJ1448. Cleared via CHO Whiskey 2 arrival. Expect ILS Yankee approach runway 26 left.
I just read that back to you. Clear for the Chow 2 arrival, ILS Yankee approach, runway 26 left, WestJet 1448. 1.5.
Hello.
WJ1448. Did you copy?
All good.
Thanks for asking. Everything is going great.
Give me a call if you need anything else.
I have control.
You have control.
Oops. 111.50.
WJ1448. Slow to 250 knots.
Speed to 250 knots, WestJet 1448. Okay. 250. Put our brakes out. Approach fix 3,800. Minimums 2269. Missed approach altitude is 6,000. I should get away with auto brake too. Oh yeah. Auto brake 2. Everything else is good.
Are you ready for the approach brief?
Okay.
The arrival routing will be via the ATC assigned star, complying with all published speeds and altitude restrictions. For an ILS approach, planning a flaps 40 landing. Final approach fix altitude is 3,800 feet. Decision altitude is 2,269 feet. Missed approach altitude is 6,000 feet. Taxi route in will be as assigned by ATC. We'll be arriving at a gate. Descent speeds and navigation radios are set. Airport NOTAMs have been reviewed. Any questions, comments, or concerns?
No questions.
Approach brief complete.
WJ1448. Descent to 12,000 altimeter 29.79er.
Descending 12,000 feet, altimeter 2979er, WestJet 1448. That's what I was just looking at. As you can see in my Sim Toolkit Pro here, I went a little bit off track on my departure. I forgot I was still in heading mode, so I realized that mistake, corrected it, put myself back in nav, and now here we are.
WJA1448, descent to 9,500.
Just about to come over Lake Mead. Descending 9,500 feet, WestJet 1448.
WJA1448, contact approach on 125.02.
125.02, WestJet 1448. WestJet 1448, 14,000 for 9,500.
WJA1448, cleared via CHO Whiskey 2, expect ILS Zulu approach runway 26 left, transition KI November Oscar.
Descent checklist.
Descent checklist. Pressurization. Landing altitude is 2200 feet. Recall. Check. Auto brake. Level 2. Landing data. Cabin crew, prepare for
Cabin
landing.
crew, please prepare the cabin for arrival.
VREF 143, minimums 2269 feet.
VREF 143, minimums 2269 feet.
Ladies and
Approach
gentlemen,
briefing.
We will shortly be landing. Please ensure your cabin bag is safely stowed with your laptop inside.
Completed.
Your tray
Descent
table
checklist
must be
completed.
stowed, armrest down and window blind open. You now need to be seated with your seatbelt fastened ready for landing. Please help us by handing in any rubbish, newspapers, or magazines that you do not want to take with you. The toilets are no longer in service. Thank you.
Thousand to level.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we start our descent, please make sure your seat bags and tray tables are in their upright positions. Make sure your seatbelt is securely fastened and all carry-on luggage is stowed underneath the seat in front of you or to overhead bins. Please turn off all electronic devices until we are safely parked at the gate. Thank you. caution when opening overhead bins as items may have shifted during our flight. Please stow your tray tables and return your seats to their upright positions and check the security of your seatbelts. We will be landing shortly. Thank you.
Yes, Puppy gets the rest of my coffee. Puppy has a slight addiction. Need to be at 8,000 Prino.
Thousand to level. Flight deck. Okay, thanks. Captain, the cabin is secure. Thousand to level.
Captain. Everything is
1000 to
secured,
level.
ready for landing.
Thank you.
If you let me know when you're ready to land, I'll make sure the rest of the crew are seated and ready.
I will, no problem.
All right, Hadley, you're gonna have to hang it up here in a second. Got localizer, I've got glide slope. I'm pretty hot. Thank you.
Radio altimeter alive. Cabin crew, take your seats. Final approach fix, height checked, missed approach altitude is set. Thousand feet, stable.
Try and get my snipping tool.
Autopilot off.
Whoa! That's not supposed to happen.
500 feet.
400. 300. 200.
Approaching minimums.
Hey, you're saying I'm low.
100. Minimums.
Minimums.
Continue. Something ain't right with these controls.
Speed brake up. Reverser's normal. $60 knots.
Here we go. Who's got room for me? Try and go right here, Alpha 14.
Go ahead. Hi, Captain. Microphone check, please. You're loud and clear. 5/5. Roger. Cabin crew, the aircraft is secure.
A little bit off on parking, but looks like I'm parked okay. I don't see why the jetway won't come to me. Shutdown checklist.
Ladies and gentlemen, your portable
Shutdown
electronic
checklist.
devices
Fuel
must not be
pumps
used
off.
until you are
Probe
inside the
auto.
airport.
Hydraulic panel
When
set.
disembarking,
Flaps.
please take care and hold onto the handrails while walking down the stairs.
Up.
Please ensure
Parking
that
brake.
you supervise your children, and for your own
Set.
safety, do not walk underneath the wing.
Engine start levers.
Thank you.
Cut off.
Weather radar.
Off.
Off. Shutdown checklist completed.
Where's my mouse? Secure the aircraft. Said I used a pause. Dang it. Everything else was good. Besides that pause. That brief pause at top of descent that I had turned on. That's my fault. But we'll go ahead and submit that. See how we did on my FS flights. Probably not good. 98.1. That's okay. My landing report, I'm sure it showed me low. I floated it once again. Oh well. That'll do it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Welcome to Las Vegas. And I will see you guys in the next one. Remember to love each other and love yourselves. And if you love the video, like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys later. Have a good one, everybody.